Hey, what's up guys? It's Alvin here. Thanks for tuning into another video. In today's video, I want to show you guys how I'm going to code my 2016 BMW M4 from Idrive 4 to Idrive 6, as well as full screen Apple CarPlay through Beamer remote coding. And then I'm going to install a Wi-Fi antenna that's going to enhance the connectivity of the CarPlay. Now I'm going to leave the link of the Beamer remote coding guys down below. If you have any questions, please comment down below. Now let's get to it. As I mentioned in the previous video, this is a 2016 BMW M4. The 2015 to 2016 BMW M4 model came with iDrive 4. Later in 2017 model, they added iDrive 5, which was Apple CarPlay compatible. Being able to get CarPlay on this car, there's several methods to do it. One is you can buy a whole screen setup, which will have CarPlay included, or you can get an MMI box, which is the multimedia input box, which is a pretty hefty price. The way I'm going to do it is have iDrive 6 and CarPlay coded into the car, so I will be able to have the full experience without having to modify it too much. Alright guys, before we jump into the coding process, we need to purchase the coding package. There are a lot of vendors out there, but today we're going to go with Beamer remote coding. They are very well known among the BMW community for coding and have very good reputations. I'll leave the link down in the description below so you guys can check them out. There are a variety of coding services, not just for BMW but also Mini as well as the Supra, since they all use the same infotainment system. So for today, we're going to choose the BMW CarPlay and go down to iDrive 4 to iDrive 6 firmware update and CarPlay's full screen. Now in here, you want to enter your VIN number. After you enter your VIN number, you can add to the car. After you add to the car, you can go check out. After you have entered all the information and made the purchase, you will receive an email within the next 24 hours for the instructions. This is the email I received from Beamer Remote Coding. As you can see, there's a bunch of files they require you to download, so you want to make sure that you have at least 30 gigabytes of free storage on your laptop. So what you need to do is you need to download this extract file, and then you need to download this Google Drive file, which is 11 gigabytes. So you want to make sure that you have very good internet connection for this file. And then you have to download the eSys software. If you do not already have TeamViewer, so you can click in the link they provide you. You can download TeamViewer so they can remote into your laptop and code for your BMW. And then they have instruction down here on what you need to do. Alright, so I have already done all the step above and I scheduled my appointment. So we'll show you guys the coding process right now. Alright guys, so for the coding process, you'll need a battery charger, your Ethernet to OBD2 port, and your laptop. So let's plug in the charger and the laptop to the car. You want to keep the car at parking with ignition off and accessory mode on with seatbelt plugged in. Alright guys, just let me show you what's going on here. So I have the battery charger connected to the car. It is charging, and this is where your battery is. So you have positive to positive and negative to negative. So you want to keep the battery charged because this is going to be a long process. Alright guys, so over here I do have my laptop connected to the power. Since this is going to be a long process, you do not want your computer to lose power during the process. And then you can see I have the Ethernet cable connected to the OBD2 port. And right now, the guys at Beamer Remote Coding is in my computer and they're about to start the coding process. And I'll show you guys what the coding process will look like once they get into it. Alright guys, we're officially done with the coding and we have iDrive 6. And now we're gonna go in and try to pair CarPlay. Alright guys, so you won't be able to use Carplay until you install the Wi-Fi antenna. So right now, I'm going to clean everything up and start installing the Wi-Fi antenna. Alright guys, there seems to be some hiccups here. I'm not able to establish Carplay for the past like 10 tries. I did install the Wi-Fi antenna like right there, and I plugged it into the head unit, but yeah, not able to connect into Carplay. So I'll have to talk with the guys at Beamer Remote Coding and see what's going on, and then I'll update you guys on that.
2 days later.
Alright guys, we have received the brand new Wi-Fi antenna. Well, not really brand new, same, it's just that one didn't really work. And then really easy, just trim tool and T20 screwdriver. So let me show you guys how to do it. Alright guys, so first we gotta have to remove this stash. You want to be very careful with this side because it's a very fragile piece. Alright, so after you remove this, since we don't really have to remove the head unit, we're just going to put it on the top. Because it's really hard to take hazard connector and the climate control off, so we're just going to leave it like this. And then you expose the top two T20 screw, and then the bottom. Just really easy and simple. And then there's two more T20 screws. So what you can do is you hold this piece here and you try to unscrew the T20 here. So now that I have unscrewed all the T20 screws, you can remove this, let it hang on the side, and then you can just place this over here like this. And now we have two more T20. Alright, after you remove the two T20, we should be able to pull the head unit out. Alright, so here's the Wi-Fi antenna. We're just gonna do a test, see if it works. Alright guys, so here's the head unit, and what we want to do is there's a pink connector in there. It's for Wi-Fi. Just this one right next to the white connector, and that's where we plug in the Wi-Fi. Alright, we have plugged in the Wi-Fi antenna. Before we reinstall everything, just want to make sure that it worked. Alright guys, we have successfully got Carplay, full screen Carplay. Very nice. So turns out it was the issue with the previous antenna. So if you guys have any issue with the connectivity, what you want to do, how you troubleshoot is you want to delete both the device from your phone and from your iDrive. And then also, if it still doesn't work, it could really well be the aftermarket Wi-Fi antenna. So unless you guys buy the OEM one, I probably shouldn't have a problem, but I guess these aftermarket Wi-Fi antenna can be a miss. So I'm going to set the Wi-Fi antenna over here, and then I'm going to reassemble everything back. But Very nice. We now have full screen for CarPlay. It's a little bit laggy, so I'll have to talk with the guys over at Beamer Remote Coding, see why is it lagging, and I'll just give a review in a few days, see if it's still lagging or not. Right now, it seems like it's a little bit lagging, so alright, I'm gonna reassemble everything back. Alright guys, I have reassembled everything back together. This is a very simple process, so now let's test it out again, see if we got CarPlay. Alright guys, there it is. Actually, the second connect, it's not lagging anymore, so yeah, super nice. Actually, I think it's lagging because I'm recording. When I wasn't recording, it doesn't lag at all, so let me try it out again. Yeah, so when I'm trying to record, the CarPlay will lag, but that's fine. We now have full screen CarPlay. So thanks to the guys at Beamer Remote Coding very much. So yeah, this is how you do it. Then install the Wi-Fi antenna and get your car coded. Super easy and simple job. Alright guys, thanks for watching today's video. If you have any question, please comment down below and I'll leave the guys at Beamer Remote Coding information down the link. Be sure to check them out and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.